Hi, welcome to Foster Tales. I'm Kara Ochterberg, co-founder of Who Will Let the Dogs Out, a nonprofit organization that works to raise awareness and resources for homeless dogs and the heroes who fight for them. I'm excited to introduce you to another lifesaver in the world of dog rescue today. The problem of too many dogs dying in our nation's shelters is a complicated and many-layered one that so many of us are working hard to solve. But meanwhile, there is one thing just about anyone can do to save a life. They can foster an animal.
Hey, hello, and welcome to Foster Tales. Today I'm
Hello.
talking with Kristin Madden, and she's in Chicago, and she fosters for Starfish Animal Rescue, which is a great name. And I am super excited to have her tell her story. So I'm not going to give you a whole lot of background because her story is pretty unique as a foster, and I'm just going to let her just take it away and tell you the story of how she got into this and what happened. So go
Yes.
right ahead.
So in about 5 years ago, our rescue group is a transport. So the dogs come from a shelter in Eastern Kentucky, and every other Saturday we have a transport. And I had been volunteering at the transport for about 5 years. And all I did was, go every other Saturday. I help unload the van, walk the dogs, feed them, and then they go off to rescue partners, foster homes, etc. And then, like, for whatever reason, and I also live in a condo alone on the second floor. So these were all my excuses why there's no way I can foster. That's impossible. And then I kind of people in my group were working on me. And so I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. So I tried to stack the deck in my favor with my first foster by getting what I thought would be a quick adoptable dog. So she's a beagle mix. She's 1 year old. And she's female, which sometimes that people tend to gravitate towards females. So I actually had an application for her. I approved it, and I was taking her to her spay appointment. And they said, "Did she just have puppies?" And I said, "I don't think so." And they decided to do an ultrasound, and she was pregnant. So now, my very first time fostering, not only did I foster, but then I ended up with a pregnant dog. So, I debated with myself, I work full time out of the home. I live on the second floor. I'm like, can I really do this? But I talked it over with some of my local volunteers, and I said, I can't stand the idea of her going somewhere else. So sure enough, I saw her. She came in March 25th, and she had her puppies on May 17th. She had 5 puppies. Yeah.
Wow, so you had her for a long time before the puppies were born. So you must have been very bonded.
We were bonded, yes. That's why the spay appointment was in April. So I had her about 3 weeks by then. But I couldn't like justify within myself having her go to another foster.
Yeah.
So I ended up making the decision to foster her through her pregnancy, through birth. I was here for the whole thing. It was amazing. She did it all. I did nothing except encourage her. And now the puppies are 3.5 weeks old. We just started weaning this weekend. So, and
Wow.
they change every day. I can't believe how much they change. I'm actually in the whelping room, so they're behind me.
Oh, cool. Can we
Yeah,
see them? Can you move the camera so we can see them?
I think so. I'll try.
Okay.
The cord might not be. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think the
Again.
cord's long enough, but
Oh, bummer.
I can grab one.
Oh my gosh, look at the eyebrows. What a
Yeah.
cutie.
So
Wow.
this is one of the boys, and I think he looks the most like his mom, even though he's not her coloring, but just like his eyes and everything.
Yeah. Look at
Um,
those ears. Oh my
yeah.
goodness. He's
Yeah.
precious. So they will stay with you till when? Till they're how old? When will they be adoptable?
So I can start getting application. They'll go. We adopt. The advertising is done through Pet Finder, but we have a page and and so at 6 weeks they can start receiving applications, but it will take till they're 8 weeks old so they can actually go home. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did the math today. That's July 12th. They'll be 8 weeks old.
Wow. So there's a lot that goes into this. So are you, or do you as a rescue, do you guys do a lot of like the deworming and the
Yes.
vaccinations and you do all of that? So you've had to like get up to speed on all of that really fast too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk
Yes.
about jumping in the deep end fostering. Wow.
That's what I said. I said, I've been joking, like I was gonna dip my toe in with a beagle mix young female. It'll be like a quick. I felt like a quick adoption. She would get adopted right away. And then instead of dipping my toe in, I got thrown right in the deep end of the pool. But he's worth it.
So how has it gone? How has it been? Like, other than the surprise of her being pregnant, how has it been being a foster for the first time?
It's been amazing. I mean, it's been really rewarding. It's been, I don't know. It's been really great. I was nervous. Everybody in my group's like, you were so nervous. And I'm like, well, I was, but it's the fear of the unknown, and so now it's been really rewarding. I'm so happy that I did it.
That's great. Now, when they go, will you do it again?
Yes.
So you're hooked.
Yes. I might take like a slight break. But...
You might deserve that because you're just getting into the hard part, because you're just getting into the hard part of the puppies because mama's no longer doing the bulk of the work in terms of cleanup. So now you're going to be doing lots of that.
I know.
Yeah.
And they have been in their whelping box up till this, but they started to figure out, it was so cute how one of the puppies is like, wait, what's on the other side of this box? So she started to try to climb out of the box. And so one of my rescue volunteer friends came over and we put X pens all around the room so that, if they do get out, they're not just out,
Yeah, they won't get far.
Right.
Oh my gosh, they're just too precious.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to somebody who's on the fence, other than, make sure the dog isn't pregnant before you agree to foster it? What would you tell somebody who's kind of thinking about whether they should foster or not, and they're hesitating? Because you had a lot of reasons not to, a lot of legitimate reasons not to.
Yeah.
On the second floor in a condo, being by yourself. I mean,
yeah.
That's a lot of good excuses, but you did it. So what would you say to somebody else who's hesitating?
Well, I would say, I was very afraid and I did it anyway, because I decided that the mission of fostering is more important than my fear. So I guess I would just say, your fears are probably justified, but you'll find a way.
Yeah.
Because I had help. I had help. So, your group will help you.
Right.
So,
yeah, the rescue community is so strong and so supportive. It's really a powerful thing. That was one of the things that surprised me when I started fostering, was I was thinking it was going to be all about the dogs and the adopters, but really so much of what I got out of it was the other people who were rescuing, and how we just got close so fast, and just this whole network of friends that you can absolutely depend on.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's awesome. What a great story. I love it. Love it. Love it. And fostering right now is so critical. I can't say it enough. I mean, everything is tough all over. I just had a call this afternoon with a rescue or a place in Tennessee, and they're struggling because their partners in the north are full because dogs aren't moving very fast. And so there's this huge issue right now, way too many animals in the shelters because the rescue pipeline has definitely slowed to a trickle, and that's
Yeah.
creating. I mean, we've been very dependent on, and now we're finding out just how dependent these shelters have been on rescue to keep their no-kill status, and many are no longer able to, and it's just hard. But I keep
Yeah.
saying fostering is the one thing that could get us through this. I do think it's a period of time we just have to get through, and fostering would give us a breathing room. So if more people like you would be brave and just try
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
we could save a lot more dogs and help a lot more shelters. So thank you for
Exactly.
doing it.
Sure. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for discussing it with me, because I mentioned to you, she'll probably cut this, but I was going to educate myself first by reading your book. And then I got her and read your book at the same time. And I thought, this is exactly, you know, you were talking about your first foster being a beagle mix. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're connected through the miles. So
yeah, we are. Yeah.
so
Well, thank
thank
you.
you
I'm going
for
to
being
put
an inspiration.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to put information on your rescue in the notes. So if anybody wants to look up Starfish Animal Rescue and support them, you can do that.
Sure.
Yeah. And thanks for being with us. And we will keep telling these tales until we can find homes for all of these foster dogs. So
Yes.
thanks so much.
All right. Sure. Bye.